This baby hits 88 miles per hour. You're gonna see some serious shit.
Wake up. Time to die.
Good morning, Angel.
Good morning, Charlie.
Yo, she-bitch. Let's go.
I'm on Dad Jungle Mountain too.
Don't fuck with the babysitter.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
Swing.
Yeah, baby. Bueller, you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
What are you looking at, Spothead? Fucking Chuck Norris.
Great Scott. Oh, this is heavy.
You just gotta keep living, man. L-I-V-I-N.
Cinema Royale.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Hello, and welcome to Cinema Royale, where movies get punched around, kicked in the nuts in this royale of cinema. I am your host, MJ. Along with me are my esteemed film geeks. First off, James Sullivan, also known as Jaime Tude.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Office Max employees that don't know the bloody difference between CDs and DVDs, but hey, I'm glad I checked that reservation right before I walked out the door.
Okay.
True story.
Interesting.
That happened lately?
Yesterday.
Oh my.
Wow. I'm speechless.
This DVD only plays music. What is this sorcery? Where's the bonus features?
And let's not forget our other co-host here, Matt Brunet, a.k.a. Animat.
Yeah, and this episode is also brought to you by everythingisnicolascage.com, where if it exists, it's Nicolas Cage.
It's also brought to you by my dinner. It tastes like lemon soup. That's because it is.
It's lemon soup?
Yeah, the soup has lemons in it. I don't know why. I didn't make it.
You just found it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being speechless today because so much is going on. Hold on a sec.
What?
And that is our fourth host for this evening.
Buttons.
Buttons.
No, that's actually our other sponsor.
Instant Buttons. Go on your phone, whether it's a Android or a iPhone, and download the Instant Buttons app.
We're getting tons of money for this because of all of our sponsors. I'm going to go buy a new TV now.
Anyways, as Matt Brunet kind of mentioned, this episode's all about Nicolas Cage and his films. And
Nicolas Cage is everything.
Yes, he is. He is. I would like to kind of segue into one of his latest films that came out this year, The Croods.
Yes, The Croods.
This is all you guys, because I haven't seen it.
You haven't really seen it? You haven't seen it?
No,
Nope.
Kind of like a rental.
It kind of is, in a sorts. I find, surprisingly, like I mentioned in my review, because I've done one during the time of its release. I find that The Croods, I liked it more than how it actually is as a movie, because how it is, I find that it wasn't really written well in terms of because this was done by Chris Sanders, and the movie itself, the story is pretty basic. It's just the whole family has to go from point A to point B while they're with this new guy named Guy, where they have to they're learning not to be like his dad, the dad played by Nicolas Cage's old ways, and try to and learn to be more loose and free and like use their brains more. And I'll try to focus more on Nicolas Cage here. I have to admit, like, I'm actually really impressed with his performance here, and it's like there are moments where it doesn't really sound like Nicolas Cage, but like there are a few moments where it does, but like he did it really well in this. Like he really does, I find.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm.
Nom 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 nom.
And that was also Nicolas Cage.
Yes. With onions.
No, actually, that's actually the sound director, by the way. For reals.
Really? He did.
Yeah, the voice is actually the sound director. Like it's pretty much in the similar fashion of how, like, the sound director of WALL-E is like almost all the robots except for Eve. I think like the sound director was also the baby as well.
Ben Burt.
Yeah, no, for WALL-E, yes, but this one is like I think it's a different one. Yeah. The sound director, he's pretty much Belt and the baby, from what I remember.
Okay, I'm picking these freaking lemons out of the soup.
This is all right. Let me get this going a little further. I've seen quite a few Nicolas Cage. I've been a fan of his acting. He's got this like he plays these. How do I describe his trademark? He plays these flamboyant characters, which is kind of fun to watch. He also plays wisecracking characters too, which I find enjoyable as well.
I find that he would play more like the head, pretty much the leader, pretty much the one who's like in charge of many of the things. A little bit like in like Sorcerer's Apprentice when he was like the wizard teaching Jay Baruchel. The Croods where he's the dad and like he tells everyone what to do, like to get in the cave or like when it's time to go hunting, and also like in National Treasure when he's in charge of like this expedition to find like the biggest treasures in the world.
Mm-hmm. The Sorcerer's Apprentice is actually quite interesting. I mean, I wasn't expecting a movie based upon one of the most famous Mickey Mouse segments of Fantasia.
Yeah.
I find it gets like really like it gets interesting. It's trying to be its own thing, but like, and then at the end when they're trying to remind the people that this is based on the Mickey Mouse segment, it's like, oh good God, what are you trying to do? That, and also the fact it shares a similar problem that I have with How to Train Your Dragon, and it's that Jay Baruchel I find him like really annoying in the movie. I don't know if it's mostly like his voice, but I wouldn't really associate him to be like a main character for like in these kinds of movies, because like he would often talk and like his kind of voice is not really the most tolerable one, so you just really want him to like just shut up for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's got that nasally kind of voice, which you love. You just hate.
It annoys. It's just his voice really annoys me, and like that's why I don't think How to Train Your Dragon was like. It's not as great as everybody says. It's a little overrated. It's good, but it's a little overrated. But for Sorcerer's Apprentice, it's like, yeah, that's a major issue.
Yeah. National Treasure has become actually one of the better Nicolas Cage films. I mean, first off, he's great as Ben, and he's got this. He's like behind all this behind-the-scenes secrets, conspiracy kind of stuff, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. I wonder and I kind of thought for a while that about the movie whether or not all the facts being told are true or not, if there's like something on the Declaration of Independence but the action in the movie was pretty darn exciting too, but that's what I think.
I think it's pretty I find it to be a little bit underrated, honestly, for National Treasure, because, you know, like a lot of people say, like, just disregards it as like some kind of Indiana Jones ripoff, but like I find it to be a bit of a spiritual successor. It's not. I don't find it to be I don't find it to really be like Indiana Jones. I could see some similarities, but like there's also the factor of like it's more. You feel like it's more educational, mostly because of like you learn about all these like old like all these like old places and things like the Liberty Bell and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I looked at his IMDb page. Well, I can't talk tonight. Apparently, National Treasure 3 has been announced, and his reprisal of the role Ben Gates is rumored. So, possible.
Is it official that there's going to be a National Treasure 3?
It's on IMDb.
It's been rumored for many, many years.
Yeah, it's on IMDb. It says announced, and his role is rumored. So maybe not. We'll just have to find out. Because I don't know. Well,
because often with Disney, it's like you're not like when they have something that it's been in development a long time, you're like never ever sure if it's going to actually exist. Like a great example of this is the Jungle Cruise movie. For like almost a decade, they say that there's going to be a Jungle Cruise movie in the works, and there's been a lot of announces. Like they say that Tim Allen and Tom Hanks might be the stars of it. They say it's like a family comedy, like as usual, and like. But then again, we don't know what's going on with it, so we won't really know what's going to happen with National Treasure 3.
Well, Disney has already registered the domains for nationaltreasure3.com and nationaltreasure4.com.
True, but like they bought a lot of domain names, so like you never know what they're going to do. I mean, they bought the domain name for the Tiger King apparently, and that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
The Tiger King.
What?
Sounds
I'm actually
familiar.
dead serious.
It just sounds kind of interesting as a title for a movie.
It sounds like an Asylum knockoff, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Or like, oh no, even worse, like some kind of Video Brinquedo ripoff.
Video Brinquedo. The Tiger King. Oh boy.
Start with the Pokemon announcer narrating the whole way through. I mean, good God.
It's kind of funny. We kind of mentioned Nicolas Cage's portrayal of Johnny Blaze, also known as Ghost Rider, in our 7th episode for comic book movies. And yeah, so if you want to hear about that, check out that episode. I actually have one.
What you can do is just edit this episode and just like take that part from the old podcast and just put it right here.
Let's insert that right here.
Yeah, cut and paste those different.
It's easy, but yeah, it gets the job done.
Mm-hmm. I have somewhat of an interesting relationship with Nicolas Cage movies. That is, there seems to be some sort of a tradition that goes on and off with the different stuff he does. I'm looking at his list, and I've heard it described his career being described as for every hit there has to be a stinker, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I necessarily agree with that assessment, because in from what I could tell, a lot of the movies that he's made that were critically praised, I liked, and a lot of the movies also that were really, really hated, I also liked.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. I'm the same way, because
I haven't seen Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance because I don't want to ruin that
Experience.
yeah, I don't want to ruin that that stigma, but Drive Angry, for example, was it's only got a 5.5 out of 10 rating, and it was a stupid movie.
yes, it was.
It was
but
a very stupid movie, but it was stupid in all the right ways.
yes,
Yeah.
And it was
yes.
so masterfully stupid. It was so masterly crafted at its stupidity as well. I mean, you have a concept of a guy stealing a car and driving out of hell.
Yeah.
It's and that's only topped by what the crowning achievement of the film's ballsiness is Nicolas Cage having sex while shooting people at the same time.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, I think I might have seen that movie. Is this the one where he goes like insane and stuff like that? It's like his performance is like he's mostly like freaking insane.
It's actually, I don't know how. I mean, all right.
Because usually Nicolas Cage is always calm in his movies.
Well,
Well, at least lately he's just standing there. But in this one, it's like he's freaking insane. He always shouts. He keeps shooting everything, and oh my god, it's like Nicolas Cage you've never seen.
yeah, I think that's a good way to describe his acting in the Drive Angry, because he has a reason to act like that, because he's coming out of hell just because he's going after his daughter.
His granddaughter.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Granddaughter.
Yep, granddaughter, yep. Because she's been taken. So he has to come back with a vengeance and just kick some ass and get her back.
Mhm.
So he's like all crazy and just all pissed off and just ready to it's amazing. And I have an idea.
He's so unstoppable that you can't, he can be shot in the face and heal from it, and they don't even explain that. But they don't need to.
Well,
it's just that kind of movie.
Yeah, but I kind of assume because he was kind of undead, like he came back from hell, like he's like a zombie kind of thing, but more just so, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And on top of that, let's see, we've got to go with the same that same trend. I've also pulled up Knowing.
Oh my god. Okay, that I have to admit, that's a pretty dumb movie. I gotta admit, like it's trying to be. It's like a more serious. It's a little bit like National Treasure, but if you replace the historical facts and stuff like that with conspiracy theories of 9/11 and all that stuff, it's a lot more ridiculous, and they take it much more seriously. That's pretty much what Knowing is.
Knowing was... I didn't look at it as being a conspiracy theory idea. I was looking at it as being just knowing that events were going to happen, and
Well, they're associating things with like he knows about like the end is happening, but because of all the disasters that happen, like the dates and how many were killed, including like like I think like the Pentagon disaster and 9/11 and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually funny because apparently like he found this out because like he got this paper that's full of numbers, and like he placed his coffee mug and his coffee mug made this circle, and inside the circle he found the date of 9/11. That's how he found out about all this.
Wow.
Well, it makes about as much sense as tying a magnifying glass to a stick to look for the lost ark.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, I can't really describe why I liked it, because it's been a while since I've seen it. I just know that I did. It wasn't a classic, and I probably won't see it again, but I remember enjoying it. And the last I want to bring up with that with the trend of Nicolas Cage bad movies that at least people think are bad, but I actually think are pretty good. Guess what I'm going to mention?
Source
Not the bees.
Oh yes.
Yep. The Wicker Man.
Not
The
the
Wicker Man.
bees.
Not
Yeah,
the bees.
Yeah.
Not
Tell
the bees.
tell us about that, James. Tell us about that.
Well, for starters, you'll be interested in knowing that particular scene that everybody seems to make fun of it for is not actually in the movie, or at least not in the theatrical cut.
I think it is.
It's not. I was there.
Oh, really?
Yes, I was in the theater watching the movie. It was not there. It's in some sort of extended cut.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
So
I don't know. I remember but I remember they put it on TV and they would play that all the time.
oh yeah, they put that in the TV version.
Yeah, I think so.
They didn't necessarily need to.
What? It boosts up ratings and it's funny.
Oh,
and it
boy.
makes everybody quote at the same time. Everybody sit down in front of the TV and go, watch this, he's going to say the bees line.
It's so sad because whenever I see Nicolas Cage in terrific pain in a movie, it always brings me such joy. I don't know what it is that makes me crack up, but maybe I'm sadistic. Even in Kick-Ass, when he was burning to death, I was like,
Nicolas Cage in the fire.
I'm not kidding there. For some, his scream just did it. But
I think that's why everybody liked the bees line.
Without that though, I was sitting watching the theater, and I guess I watched that with the right audience, because I did actually get chills from it.
Honestly, I might have to disagree with you again on there, because again, knowing it's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
It's a little similar, because there's a lot of situations. I think there was a moment where he has to dress up like a bear, and I think he like beat up a person right afterwards. It's like he was on a bike or something like that.
Yeah, before it got to that moment, though, I'm not talking about that being scary. That's definitely not scary.
No.
The
Like,
people.
what's not scary? It has a stupid moment. It's like it's either scary or stupid.
Well, those moments like the bear costume stuff, all that was in the original movie, so. And people think that's the better movie. They think that's even the scarier movie. And I watched it and I was just like, lame.
Wait, just had. No, I don't think so. I don't know if it's because I saw a video of. Is Arnold Schwarzenegger in that movie as well, or?
The Wicker Man?
Yeah.
What?
No.
Okay, maybe it was just a video that I saw. I don't know.
No, but they got James Franco in there.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays the next victim of the Wicker Man.
The next victim of the bees.
Yes.
Aren't they doing like? Weren't they doing all that to Nicolas Cage just to get like honey or something?
He wanted a smacker of honey.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember the line. It was like, "Killing me will not bring back your honey," or something like that.
Yeah, people actually used to believe in that sort of thing.
What? Kill someone and it brings honey?
Yeah, the paganism.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's virgins for honey?
He wasn't a virgin, obviously. He had a kid.
Well, yeah, I know, but like, I don't know. Like that's a pretty lame excuse to like just sacrifice people. I mean, I can understand like tribes like to make it stop raining or to satisfy the gods, but like just to make more honey? Jeez, you don't need to sacrifice people. You need a freaking bee farm.
Yeah. Well, some people, some cults over the years have not proven very successful. Just ask the tree criers.
Yes.
So what else do we have here? If you don't like, if you didn't like knowing, wait till you hear about one of the productions that he's got in the works right now.
Which one? Knowing 2?
Nope.
No.
That would be funny if they made a sequel. Like, if you have seen the ending and they announce a sequel, you can only go like, how?
It's a romantic comedy. The two children who are now the new Adam and Eve grow up in this new Garden of Eden, and it's
And the kid is now played by Nicolas Cage now. You see, I've grown up to be exactly like my dad. Now let's make a new baby.
Really? Left Behind are you talking about?
Left Behind is what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
They're actually doing like a big budget movie of it? You serious?
It's a $15 million budget movie. It looks like. For those of you listeners who are not familiar with this story, quote, a group of people struggle to survive in the aftermath of a rapture that has removed people of the Christian faith from Earth, unquote. That is the summary. And the fun fact is only... Huh?
What? That's it.
Fun fact that it was already made into a movie.
Yes,
11 years ago.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was
a low budget like Left Behind movie.
Yeah, direct DVD.
They were direct to DVD. They turned it into a rather successful DVD franchise, and even had a few video games that were made based off of it.
Oh, sweet Jesus! Seriously, video games?
Yeah.
Left
it-
Behind video
It was
games.
really popular, and the sad thing about that is, I shouldn't say I, but my mother has all the original books that the movies are based off of.
Wasn't it the books first, then the movies?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because like, same with me. My mom used to read like all the Left Behind books, and often like, she would tell us how weird the book is, like even with its heavy Christian tone and stuff like that.
Yes.
It would
It's
often be disgusted by like the creatures that would come down and attack.
Yeah, so this ought to be interesting to see a big budget Left Behind.
But you said $15 million.
that's the estimated budget on IMDb. It also has Ashley Tisdale from High School Musical.
Oh dear.
Yes, Ashley Teasdale.
Ashley Tisdale.
Yep.
Why?
She's
What is she got to play Nicolas Cage's girlfriend or something?
His daughter.
yeah, his daughter.
Yeah.
Yes, Nicolas Cage. It looks like he's playing the part of the
Atheist dad.
atheist dad who, he's with all those people who disappear on the plane.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the story.
I would like to see how the people disappear. It's like, but I would love to see it if they did it like in a cartoony way. It's like you see all the people in the plane and it's suddenly. Then you
They
see
just
a
sort
like,
of-
wait, what's going on over here?
Oh, it's a terrific disaster. We had no idea that the apocalypse was coming, even though yada yada yada. But you know what? Don't pay attention to us. Pay attention to the Antichrist. Anyway,
Yeah, that's pretty interesting actually.
the
What? Antichrist is involved with this.
yeah.
Isn't he like some kind of Romanian leader of the UN?
Yeah, he's it's pretty crazy. I have read the book. I thought it was all right, but I wasn't sold on continuing on with the series.
Mm.
Like I know this much as for the writing for the film, everyone is always saying, "Oh my gosh." In the book. They're not saying
Oh God!
they're not saying "oh my god," or they're not even cussing, and that's the amazing thing for an adult themed book, based around characters who are by and large mostly supposed to be starting out atheists or whatnot. Everybody, let me get this straight, okay? Everybody cusses.
It's like I can imagine they all go outside and you just see Nicolas Cage. Gosh, golly, gee, darn! The apocalypse is coming. We gotta get out of here.
Apocalypse has already come. I should have believed my wife has now disappeared. I don't know. It
I
could
believe in that guy. What was it? G-Deuce?
I'm left behind with Ashley Tisdale. This is a nightmare.
Man.
Well, it could be worse.
Oh.
This is not a musical.
Left Behind, the musical with Nicolas Cage. Look at me, I'm in a musical. Cake.
All right. Anyways, there's one. By the way, like I want to mention. I think we have to mention this that before like nobody else does. It has to do with another meme that another famous meme of Nicolas Cage, and I don't think a lot of people know that it's actually Nicolas Cage, the "You Don't Say" meme.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what movie that face is from. I don't know.
I don't know what it is, but I have seen the exact scene. Apparently, the movie is about like vampires and stuff like
Vampire
that. And they're
Kiss.
trying to like
It's
Vampire Kiss.
It's Vampire Kiss because that's the only movie that he played a vampire in.
And like everybody's trying to disguise themselves as vampires, and there's only like a few left or something. And like in that scene, oddly enough, Nicholas doesn't even say "you don't say." Like he was just talking to his secretary. It's like, really, you realize that your job is useless, and that nobody really cares about you, and that you are just an idiot. You got that right? And you can't quit your job, because who else will hire an idiot like you? And like throughout the whole time, he's making that face. And and it's surprising. Like, I don't know how today it's interpreted as "you don't say." And I remember like when I learned about that meme, and it was like Nicolas Cage. I was like, wait, really? That's Nicolas Cage? Like, I didn't expect that wouldn't normally be him. Like, you wouldn't see him do that face in something like National Treasure. It's like, I think it's upside down. Where in the Constitution, you don't say. Or that would be funny if they did it in Ghost Rider. It's like, your face is a skull and it's on fire. You don't say.
I don't say.
My face, and I thought my face is wet.
See, the thing is that with "you don't say," it's just the facial expression of. That's how you would say "you don't say" with that facial expression. It's not he said it. It's just his facial expression, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you guys are talking about here. I'm Googling Nicolas Cage, "You Don't Say."
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. But yeah, that's from Vampire Kiss. Vampire's Kiss.
Yeah. You can...
Do we see it transform to a vampire or something?
Hold on, I'm trying to remember what the movie was. It came out in 1988. Hold on, what was it about? He was bitten by somebody, and he's turning into a vampire. It's like this offbeat, dark comedy. He's turned into a vampire.
I want to suck your blood. Well, he would make a better vampire than Robert Pattinson.
Actually, I do have trivia about Vampire Kiss somewhere. I read he ate a real cockroach in the film.
Nemmy.
It reportedly took 3 takes. He once said about the experience, "Every muscle in my body didn't want to do it, but I did it anyways."
I can imagine.
Helping a cockroach?
Like, no. My body says no. The camera but the director says yes. So I had to.
But, here's another trivia fact. Cage isn't Nicolas Cage's real last name, it's a stage name.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that I know about. That is really interesting.
It is, and he took Cage from Luke Cage. His real name... I'm sorry, I'm going to laugh at his middle name. His real name is Nicholas Kim Coppola.
Yep. And his uncle is actually the person you are thinking of.
Yeah. Yep.
And I remember it's like he doesn't want to be associated with his
with the fame of his uncle, so he changed it to Cage, I suppose.
Yep, that is correct. Ding, 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 ding.
Well, honestly, I wouldn't. I think that's perfect because I wouldn't really associate them, and I wouldn't.
Well,
I wouldn't say there's a distinction between Nicolas Cage movies and Francis Ford Coppola movies.
Well, he actually did appear in a couple of his uncle's films, which was, if I'm not mistaken, Peggy Sue Got Married and Ramblefish? Yeah. So,
But I was thinking, like Nicolas Cage doesn't hate his he doesn't hate his uncle or anything,
No.
right?
I don't think so.
He just doesn't want to be associated with the fame.
Yeah, he just didn't want to get really associated with his uncle, per se. Just like being famous because he's a nephew of a famous director.
Yeah, like he wants to be famous
For who
and
he
not
is.
like because like he's associated with a famous person.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, I get it.
I forgot to mention this in the comic book movies episode, but Tim Burton, there was a Doom Superman project back in the day where Tim Burton was gonna direct, and Cage was casted as Superman.
A Doom and Superman? Like Doctor Doom?
Doomed as in never happened.
Oh, a doomed project. Oh,
Doomed.
okay.
Yes, sorry. Doomed
to never happen.
Doomed to never
Doomed.
happen.
Man. I don't think I could see Tim Burton do Superman, honestly. Like, it's not really... Superman, honestly, when it comes to Tim Burton, is a little too normal for his liking. Like, I can understand, like, making something like Ed Wood or Alice in Wonderland, but Superman is, like, not really. And, like,
It's too lighthearted.
yeah.
Yeah.
Too lighthearted, too normal.
Well,
It's not that
yeah.
much. It'll fit well with the design that Tim Burton has.
It's
That, and also, it's not really hard to imagine Nicolas Cage as Superman. All you have to do is go to everything is Nicolas Cage, or everybody's NicolasCage.com, and like you'll find a few Supermans.
So
Or
that is an actual website.
girls as well
well,
with Nicolas Cage face.
he did actually dress up as Superman, and he actually did the fittings of the costume as well. So he actually kind of made his own costume for the movie.
Yeah, I actually saw that. I thought it was like some kind of like Halloween costume for a Hollywood party. I thought he was going out like as Superman. I didn't know it was like a legit thing.
Yeah, it was. It's actually a really interesting story. The movie was supposedly going to be called Superman Lives. The script was written by Kevin Smith.
Oh.
And Kevin Smith wanted Tim Burton to direct. And Nicolas Cage, of course, as a comic book fan, wanted, get into the role. Because he actually had a issue of Action Comic, when Superman appeared, and sold it for $2.6 million.
Brilliant.
Well,
Yeah.
he got money.
Well, to prove the ongoing Nicolas Cage comic book fandomness, you guys might be interested, if you don't already know, to know that Nicolas Cage has a Ghost Rider tattoo.
Really?
Really? Like where?
On his chest.
Really?
Ooh.
And
I didn't know that.
You want to see one of my favorite roles?
I didn't know that. Well, I know. Yeah, we all know he's a big comic book fan. I didn't know he had a tattoo of Ghost Rider. But the funny thing is, on IMDb trivia page, they say that he has a tattoo of a monitor lizard with a top hat on his upper back.
A monitor lizard?
A monitor lizard with a top hat. Just some random trivia about Nicolas Cage.
Nice.
Okay.
Well,
What?
yeah, they also they also ran into a little bit of a problem when filming Ghost Rider. There was a scene where actually Nicolas Cage had to appear shirtless.
Uh-oh.
So it would have been rather weird to have, suddenly he's got this Ghost Rider tattoo when he's only becoming this character.
Yeah, just like, yeah, I'm just becoming Ghost Rider. He's like, I'm gonna get a Ghost Rider tattoo.
So
I gotta get a tattoo of myself.
I love myself so much.
The character is so egotistical. He has a tattoo of himself.
Well, here's what they did. They used computer graphics to cover up the tattoo.
Well, yeah, that's what I assumed they would do.
But they didn't just stop there.
What else did he do?
They added in muscles, didn't they?
Take
abs.
a look at the picture.
Oh.
Jeez, that looks like muscles going down.
You might as well, you might as well just give him a six-pack while you're removing his Ghost Rider tattoo, right?
Really?
What?
That looks like it's photoshopped. That's muscles, for God's sakes.
Give him a six-pack. God.
Because why not?
I am muscular. Yes, I am. I work out.
Can't you tell that I work out? Ladies, what do you think? I am sexy, you don't say.
So here's a little bit more of the Nicolas Cage fan sanity here. In the early 90s, when the video game Mortal Kombat was being made, the name Johnny Cage was actually inspired by two movie stars at the time.
It was I can't talk. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme and Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Yeah.
You put those two names together, you get Johnny Cage.
Yep.
But it doesn't really make sense. I don't see Nicolas Cage as a fighter.
No, it's the name.
Nobody has made action movies.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
They just took Jean-Claude Van Damme's likeness in Johnny Cage. The name part of it came from Nicolas Cage.
Mm-hmm.
So why do you think of Nicolas Cage as a fighter?
I can only imagine Nicolas Cage doing his "you don't save" face while punching someone's nuts while doing the splits.
And with spectacular abs.
Yeah, with his melting abs.
But it gets even better than that. As a part of his fandom or fan sanity. Nicolas Cage has two sons. One is named Kal-El, and the other's name is Johnny Blaze.
Yeah.
Like Ghost Rider.
Yep. And
Really?
And Kal-El is a reference to Superman.
Mm-hmm. So,
Like he literally named Kal-El.
Yep. His son's name is Kal-El, and his other son is Johnny Blaze. Johnny Blaze Cage.
Yes.
His name is Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze Cage.
His middle name is Blaze. So.
And
that means...
and just think about it. His son's name is Johnny Blaze Cage, but he's also Johnny Cage.
Yes.
Now we got to make the kid go work it. Have a really cocky ego and also awesome shades. And he's forbidden to buy T-shirts or any kind of shirt.
Yeah, he will keep the name Cage, and he will go on to become a successful action star, thanks to his father's legacy.
Yes.
And he's going to be eating a lot of nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
So that's all of the steam I have to exhaust about Nicolas Cage at the moment, unless I come across something else here. Oh yeah. What did you guys think of Astro Boy?
Yeah.
I never seen it, but Matt has some say something about it.
Nah.
Yeah.
Not really that good, honestly. It's bleh. That's all I can say. Bleh. Just bleh. It's like it's not terrible bad, but then again, it's like it's nowhere good. So it's just bleh.
Well, and of course, I obviously bring this movie up because Nicolas Cage was playing the voice of Dr. Tenma, the creator of Astro Boy, who's
like so freaking desperate to make freaking Astro Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta make this kid. No matter what, we have to make this kid with rockets and all that stuff.
I'm gonna make him with all these rockets, but I'm not really gonna tell him that I gave him rockets. He'll have to figure that out. I'm such a great dad. So, but yeah, to be honest, I thought it was a decent movie, but it was, when you look at I watched every single episode of the 80s anime. And
the 80s? Isn't it older?
Yeah, there was a 60s anime show, and then there was another anime show in the 80s. And as for the character of Dr. Tenma, in every incarnation of the Astro Boy cartoon, he's always either a jerk or a nemesis. He's a jerk because when his son doesn't turn out to be the same son that he knew, he casts him aside and just leaves out of the continuity to be forgotten, pretty much. And then in the 2003 Astro Boy, they brought his character back as the series' main villain. So this Nicolas Cage Dr. Tenma, who turns around and decides to actually act like a father to his son, is not Dr. Tenma.
Yeah.
But this is the effects of this is not the fault of Nicolas Cage, of course. This is the effects of westernization, I think, on a story that should be kept.
When it comes to animation, whenever characters have like flaws or stuff like that, it's not really the actors, because like the actors are doing the best they can to portray the character, but it's mostly the writer's fault.
Something like that. Oh my goodness, he was in G-Force.
Yes, he was.
What?
So I was
G-Force.
G-Force.
The hamster movie?
Yes.
The guinea pig movie, yes.
Yes.
He was in that gerbil movie? Seriously?
Yep.
Oh, fudge sake.
Yes, he's
Speckles.
is Speckles. His character is a and here's one bad Nicolas Cage movie that I didn't like. Breaking
Was
the
he
Trend.
one of the Nichols or like what?
He played a mole whose evil plan was to drive all humans underground so that moles and underground critters could live on the land. Which makes no sense.
I don't get it.
Which it makes it
Was this based off a
scientifically
cartoon
speaking
show
makes
or
no
something like
sense. Huh?
Was it based off a cartoon show or something like that?
No.
Nope, it's an original
Even cartoon
movie.
shows aren't this
For
stupid.
this?
This is an original movie.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Otherwise, could have been a halfway decent family film, but they had to. Moles don't go above ground because they're freaking blind, you idiots. Okay.
I always hated that movie.
Now you have another reason to hate it.
Yeah, and another reason why you should hate Disney.
No, you can't hate Disney.
I mean, G-Force, really? Come on, give me better movies than that.
It's just their live action department often they can really get stupid.
Like National Treasure? No.
No.
No. Nah, it's lately. I mean,
That's a subject for another day.
Yes.
Yeah, I suppose.
Someday.
when the dartboard said so.
Who's got anything else left to say about Nicolas Cage?
I'm pretty fresh out.
I shall finish it off with the greatest role Nicolas Cage has ever appeared in a movie. He appeared.
Stanley Goodspeed?
No. Alright, let me talk about the movie a bit. Let's talk about a movie called Grindhouse. Grindhouse had the famous fake movie trailers.
Yes.
And one of the fake movie trailers from Grindhouse was Rob Zombie's Werewolf Women of the SS. Which is a movie I would love to see personally, but Rob Zombie's iffy director. But Nicolas Cage appeared in that fake trailer as Fu Manchu. And
yes.
It is glorious to see him as Fu Manchu.
Sounds amazing, honestly.
That's all I have to say.
Sounds what?
Sounds amazing.
Yes. Perhaps they'll get to making Werewolf Women of the SS when they're done with all this machete crap.
What the hell?
Yeah, that fake.
Is he laughing
Fu
maniacally in this?
It was so unbelievable awesome. It's the you can see the beard. It's so awesome.
What?
It's the best role for Nicolas Cage.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh man, I mean, Nicolas Cage playing Fu Manchu. I just can't get over that fact. Please,
It's just perfect for you.
Yes, I just because Fu Manchu is an Asian man. Nicolas Cage is not even close. Just it's like it's really
guy you know.
This is the weirdest casting I've ever seen, and he looks so having fun with it. You know, if for the brief sec in the trailer.
It's like the most randomest thing that popped out. It's like, what?
Well, they also put that. You're talking about a film-going experience that also put that guy who usually acts across from Simon Pegg in the basement with a. Whatever do they do to them? Don't go in the basement.
Oh, that one? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Edgar Wright did one. Yeah, Edgar Wright did a fake movie trailer as well in Grindhouse. It's like it was called Don't, because it was like a homage to those films like don't go to sleep, don't look in the basement, kind of thing. Yeah, so Nicolas Cage, one of my favorite actors of all time.
As Fu Manchu.
As Fu Manchu.
As Fu Manchu, bitches.
Game over.
All right. Well, that brings us. I guess that sort of brings us to a close on this.
Yes, indeed. Game over, man. Game over. That's not Nicolas Cage, but somebody else from Alien. Yeah, this has been Cinema Royale. This is the 9th episode, so we have come to the pivotal 10th episode next time, and we're gonna find out what the 10th episode is. Nope. Oh, you're gonna love this. 10th episode of Cinema Royale is the Asylum films.
Just Asylum, or is like, do we also include like other rip-off companies as well?
Yep. The topic really says the company known as the Asylum and their films. We could briefly mention it, but yes, overall, the Asylum and their films.
Oh boy. This is not going to be fun.
Stay tuned next time where we talk about mockbusters of the Asylum.
Oy. At least they're not all animated.
Yeah, not all of them, but they're really, really bad.
I know. Don't remind me.
I'm Mike signing off. Good night.
Mm-hmm.
See you later, dudes.
Ciao for now, y'all.
Yeah, Diff. All right.
Nicolas Cage.
I got a few movies in mind about him.
Oh, most certainly you do.
Well, I'm
It's all,
in my head,
it's
so
all good. Echo.
Echo?
No, there was a brief
Hey,
echo. That was weird.
Oh, it could be from my side, maybe.
I've got my headphones on, so it's not me.
Probably me. Sorry about that.
Tis happen, no worries.
Here's a good idea. Show everybody your truck on Facebook.
Sure, why not? Hey, look at my badass truck. Who?
Now we know which one to key in the parking lot.
This truck.
Hey man, this truck has got some major horsepower and some major good decals on it. Got some flames on it. It's so badass. All right. All right. Seashore by the seashore.
And I'm still slowly trying to eat my dinner.
Slowly but surely.
It's not very good. What was that?
That wasn't me.
Mike?
Yeah, that was me.
Did you get a text or something?
No, it's an app that got buttons, and I can push buttons and make noise.
Really?
And
Oh boy,
that's
we're gonna be hearing that all night.
Oh good God!
Surprise, motherfucker!
What's the app, by the way?
It's called Instant Buttons.
Oh, all right.
There's a bunch of meme-related buttons, and buttons for movies, buttons from TV shows, and etc. Buttons
Must be recent since it has like the crude sloth in there.
Yeah, they update it whenever everything's relevant.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, they do like a was it like a monthly or whatever update, get new buttons, which is exciting for me.
That's actually really cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
By the way, today has been my busiest schedule for my videos since I have to make pretty much 3 in total. Like my Totoro review, I'm working on my Epic review now, and then I still have to finish my animation look back.
Oh, busy.
So it's been pretty for me today. Well, lately.
Busy boy.
Oh, I have been so busy. I have no time for pleasures.
Oh, you busy boy. Keep on working on those videos.
Oh, yeah. I also gotta file my taxes.
Okay, who's recording this?
I am.
Boy.
It's been recording the whole time, so...
We've been recording?
Yes.
Oh, no! 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 No!
Surprise, motherfucker!
Yeah, that's pretty appropriate.
I'll be using buttons on this episode. Just want to try something out. All right. Seriously. All right. No more. God. All right. Okay. Starting off, Nicolas Cage films. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.